What is going on, guys? Look at that. That's old school there, baby. We're going old school. Old school drip. The GOAT. Well, you could argue him or Staubach. We are going to go into every team's final injury report today, and then we're going to, the next video, pick the game. So, let's do it. Don't forget to thank God every morning. Start off your day right, guys and gals. So let's do it. Final. Injury report. Let's see. Well, so I wonder. Hasn't been. Okay. Okay, so we got this from CBS. We'll do this one. So for the Cardinals, Will Johnson, the corner, did not practice on Friday. Doubtful for today's game. LJ Collar, defensive end, not going to return till week 7. Paris Johnson Jr., limited practice on Friday, so he might play. Garrett Williams, the corner, is done. Let's see. Will Hernandez is questionable. Limited practice. Also limited practice was Tip Riemann, this tight end. Max Melton, the corner, was limited practice on Friday. That's it for the Cardinals, really, as far as who might play and who might not. To the Falcons, A.J. Terrell, the corner, is out. Also out for week 3 is Jamal Agnew. Casey Washington is also out for this week. Also has linebacker Malik Verdon. Yep, and then other guys that are still not back yet. Baltimore Ravens, Mdadi Matabuke, the defensive tackle, is out. Also out for week 3 versus Detroit is Isaiah Likely, the tight end. Kyle Van Noy, Patrick Ricard, Emory Jones Jr., the tackle. Yep, and that's it for them. Buffalo, I don't need to go through that because they won. Carolina, Tershawn Walton, the defensive end, is out for week 3. Also out for week 3 is Patrick Jones Jr., or the second, the linebacker. Limited practice on Friday. Questionable is Xavier Leggett. He might play. And then everybody's still on injured reserve. So Chicago, Karan Amagadiji, the offensive tackle, is out for week 3. Jalen Jones, the corner, which is good news for us, also out for week 3. Their other corner, Kyler Gordon, That's not good. Out for week 3 again. Linebacker TJ Edwards. Limited practice on Friday was DeAndre Swift, the running back. Also limited practice was DeMarco Jackson, the linebacker. Another one that's out is Zach Frazier, another corner. He's going to be out. So, Cincinnati Bengals. Questionable for week 3 is going to be DJ Turner, the corner. Did not practice on Friday. Doubtful for week 3. He's looking like corner Cam Taylor-Britt. Shamar Stewart is out. For Cleveland, out for week 3 is David Bell. The defensive tackle Mike Hall is out as well. Did not practice on Friday. Questionable is going to be Joel Bitonio. The guard Jack Conklin, limited practice on Friday. The tackle. So yeah, for Dallas, Phil Maffa. Okay, it said September 20th, so I don't know why. Full practice on Friday was corner Trayvon Diggs. Deron Bland is still out. He should be back next week versus Green Bay. Cooper Beebe is not expected back till week 8. And another one is Siobhan Revel is still out. So Denver, Dre Greenlaw is still out. Out for week 3 is tight end Evan Ingram. And everybody else still on injury reserve. Detroit Lions, Marcus Davenport is out for week 3 versus Baltimore. Taylor Decker did not practice on Saturday, so he's questionable. Kirby Joseph, the safety, limited practice on Saturday, questionable. Full practice on Saturday was corner DJ Reed. Full practice on Saturday was Jack Campbell, the linebacker. And that is another one out for week 3 is Josh Pascal, defensive end. Green Bay, Jaden Reed is of course out. Did not practice on Friday was tight end Tucker Kraft. Zach Tom, limited practice on Friday, so he's still questionable. You got a bunch of guys expected to return week 7, week 6, so on. Houston, out for week 3 at Jacksonville is Elijah Huzzy. Also out for week 3 is running back Joe Mixon. And that's anything new. Indianapolis. A lot of people on injured reserve. Jacksonville. Wyatt Nalum, the guard, is out for week 3. Ezra Cleveland, the other guard, limited practice on Friday. And that's it for that. Kansas City. Out for week 3 at Giants is Xavier Worthy, the receiver. Out for week 3 is Christian Fulton, the corner. Mike Donna is out for week 3. Full practice on Friday. Questionable is Jalen Royals, the receiver. Out for week 3 at Giants is Ethan Driscoll still. and everybody else injured reserve and waiting to return in a week or two. Las Vegas Raiders. Limited practice on Friday is questionable is DeCamerion Richardson, the corner. The Chargers. We got Elijah Molden is out for week 3. Will Disley's out for week 3. Did not practice Friday. Questionable is linebacker Dayan Hanley. Limited participation practice on Friday. It was Cam Hart, the corner. For the Rams, Nick Hampton is out for week 3, the linebacker. Steve Avila did not practice on Friday, doubtful, so he's probably not going to play. Limited practice on Friday was defensive end Braden Fisk. Colby Parkinson was also limited practice on Friday. Miami doesn't matter because they've already lost. They're 0-3. That's a tough sled. Out for week 3 is Justin Skull, the tackle. Ryan Kelly's out for week 3. Also out for week 3 is quarterback J.J. McCarthy. Full practice on Friday was Andrew Van Ginkel, the linebacker. Limited practice on Friday was Harrison Smith, the safety. Austin Keys was also limited practice on Friday. That was the linebacker. Full practice was Christian Darrisaw, the tackle. So those guys should play. And they're going to need them with Carson Wentz. New England, Christian Gonzalez is out for Pittsburgh. Full practice on Friday was defensive end Keon White. Limited practice on Friday was Jack Westover, the tight end. So they're getting a couple guys back. New Orleans, out for week 3 versus Seattle is Chase Young. Out for week 3 in Seattle is Dylan Raduns. Limited practice on Friday was wide receiver Devon Vell. Did not practice on Friday was Talise Fuega, the tackle. Did not practice on Friday was receiver Trey Palmer. Limited practice on Friday was tackle Trevor Penning. So he should play. Everybody else on injury reserve. New York Giants did not practice on Friday, doubtful, so he probably won't play. Is Raheem Nunez-Roches, the defensive tackle. Linebacker Demarius Flanagan-Fowles was limited practice. Out for week 3, linebacker Darius Masu. Did not practice on Friday. Questionable with Kansas City is Gunnar Olszewski. Chancey Golden did not practice on Friday, so he probably won't play. The New York Jets, out for week 3, Tony Adams is safety. Keeney Nwangu, the running back, is out for week 3. Out for week 3 is Jay Tufale. Jermaine Johnson's also out for week 3. Out for week 3, Josh Reynolds. Justin Fields is also out for this week. Full practice on Friday, linebacker Marcino McCrary Ball. Limited practice on Friday was Michael Carter, second corner. So that's it for that. Philadelphia, out for week 3, Will Shipley, the running back. Tanner McKee, limited practice on Friday. Cameron Williams, the tackle, is done for right now. Everybody else is on injured reserve. Pittsburgh, out for week 3 at New England is Deshaun Elliott, the free safety. Out for week 3 is cornerback Joey Porter Jr. Out for week 3 in New England is linebacker Alex Highsmith. Full practice on Friday. Defensive tackle Derek Harmon, so he could play, he probably will play if he was a full participant. San Francisco, Limited practice on Friday was guard Connor Colby. He'll probably play. Out for week 3 was wide receiver Jordan Watkins. Limited practice on Friday was quarterback Brock Purdy. He'll probably play. Did not practice on Friday. Might not play Jawan Jennings, the receiver. Everybody else injury reserve. Not back yet. Also out for week 3 is quarterback Curtis Rourke, a rookie from Indiana. Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba will probably play. Full practice on Friday, Julian Love, the safety. Limited practice on Friday, but doubtful, is Devin Witherspoon, the corner. Limited practice on Friday. Doubtful is Nick Manawari, the safety. Zach Charbonnet did not practice on Friday, probably will not play. Some of these other guys, limited practice, so they might play. Doesn't say what they did yesterday. The Buccaneers, out for week 3 is Tristan Wirfs, the tackle. Chris Godwin is out for week 3 as well. Limited practice on Friday. Emeka Egbuka, the receiver. So that's some good news because he's a pretty good receiver. Tennessee, out for week 3 is J.C. Latham, the tackle. Limited practice on Friday. Kevin Winston Jr., the safety. Did not practice on Friday. Jarvis Brownlee, the corner. So that means he probably will not play. Did not practice on Friday. Guard Kevin Zeitler. Full practice on Friday was corner L'Jarius Sneed, so he probably will play. Limited practice on Friday. Khalil Mullings, the running back. Did not practice on Friday. Wide receiver Bryce Oliver, he probably will not play. So, Commanders. John Bates out for week 3, the tight end. Jaden Daniels, star quarterback, out for week 3. Noah Brown out for week 3. So, yeah. That is your injury report, guys. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love y'all. See you on the next video, which is the picks. Peace.